Hello, readers. Today I want to share with you this book called Please Tell. It's a story about Jessie, a 4-year-old girl who was sexually abused by his uncle and godfather. This story was actually written by her, by Jessie at 9 years old, and she rewrote the story when she was 11 years old. She was the illustrator and the writer. It is a very small book. It's only a 30-page book, 30 pages. It has 2 pages note for parents, for adults, for teachers, for psychologists, for the person working with the children. And the rest of the book is about Jessie. It's about her story. It's about she writing a note for a child who is being sexually abused. Jessie writes especially for that little person who had who has been through this sad story. So this book is called Please Tell, a child's story about sexual abuse. As you can see, the illustrations are very big and the text is not as big as the illustration, but it has a good size. It has a medium size. It's not big but neither small. It can be read by maybe a 2-level reader, a reader who already reads, not a reader who is still learning to read. Because the text is not too big for the level 1 readers, but you can read it to your child. It is a very simple reading for a child because just imagine a 9-year-old writing about her experience. This is what this book is about. It has been written by this 9-year-old girl. So it's very simple to understand for kids. I have a 4-year-old, just like Jessie was when she was sexually abused, and I read it. I read the book to my boy, but he wasn't so much interested in the topic, so he just left and left me by myself reading the book. I surprised myself crying because I felt that feeling. I felt the feeling Jessie felt during her experience. And my 4-year-old was asking me why was I crying while reading this book. He's still learning English, so he didn't understand much of what I read. Since his first language is Spanish. But if your child already knows English, or if English is his or her first language and totally understands the language, you can read this book to your child because they are going to understand, because the reading is very simple. If your child is still learning English because it's his second or third language, and you want to read a book about this topic, I recommend you look for a book in Spanish or in your primary language, in your child's primary language, because my child's first language is Spanish. So when I was reading this book to him, he didn't pay attention to it. He was not interested in the topic, and he just left. And I ended up reading the book by myself. And no, I didn't translate the reading, and no, I didn't explain anything about the reading because he wasn't open to know about the topic. But if your child, or you know a child that is being through a situation like Jessie, or you just want to talk about the topic, you can get this book. It has big illustration. The text is medium size. It's perfect for our reading. Yes, the children can read them by themselves is if they are already readers, if they are still learning how to read in English, it will be better for you to read it to them. But yes, I totally recommend this book. Go to your library, look for it, read it. If you know a child that needs this book, buy the book, give them the book as a gift. Believe me, with this book, you are going to help them heal. And when they finish reading the book, they are going to know exactly where to go to ask for help. It is a great book, and I leave you with this quote: treat your child with as much respect that when he is treated in a different way, they can spot it right away. See you in the next video.